Hello and welcome, kings and queens, cuties, and beans, back to Final Fantasy XIV Online from Reborn. Alright, so we do need to go back to Waking Sands, but there's a Halloween event going on right now. Alright. Oh no, not again. Oh. An adventure, by the looks of you. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to a man of your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul? Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let's reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night, the fell fiends emerged to cavort in Kareen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high. But the halls of Saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God's fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes no longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city streets, and marking their occasions as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Redanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give them a helping hand. Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Gruff. No, I don't want to. He had to be performing one of his shows by the entrance to the Great Long Brewery. Now go. I should be watching your performance with great interest. No. I don't want to talk to the clown. I hate this. Oh. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us end things on a high note, ladies and gentlemen. I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Philcox and his transformation magics. What was all that about? Clowning and whatnot was the right laugh, but the last bit was blatant rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. Once more, you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. Get the crowd in the palm of my hand. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. Here you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had it up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because you know a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. I can't stand the sight, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. No, go back. You don't belong to my usual demographic. If you're not here to see one of my shows, then why are you here? Foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Wake. I'd wager you speak of Philcox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most of our ilk, Wilcox and I have an insatiable appetite for ether. But unlike your garden variety void scent who hunt hapless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with our enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no ether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation, which set me to thinking. Perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of rights that dazzle and delight. Winning hearts and minds, and in the process, no small number of ether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching, too. Many voids now seek ether in this manner. Wilcox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise, but get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from Aramin's mouth, though. He can't have gotten far. Sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Wilcox is practically frothing at the mouth. So incensed is he by his treatment of Hans of Papa Gruff, you must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. Apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Hey, by the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess, the pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crowds, we'd starve for appreciation. I'm an airman, paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine. Not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying glare? Trifling task. Sounds like I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience, and my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put ether on the table either. I ought to just tell that pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you'd better come too. Alright. I gather you had a hand in Wilcox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one, underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. You truly so blind to your own potential. No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Wilcox. You can smell dark emotions. Use your gift to help those in need. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a void scent who'd suggest that. I don't see how helping others helps me. Then again, I know little of mortal ways, so perhaps I should heed your advice. Wait, I see the logic in it now. A better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Papa Gruff right off the pedestal. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. Oh, so. Oh. I love that outfit. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, Each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh, you know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. Watch, it's just gonna be normal clothes, but it's a little placebo effect. Oh god. There you are. You know, I thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, and I've found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of ether rich ether I can speak. Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of ether-rich victuals, wins. And to the victor go the spoils of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. Every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. That mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Wilcox. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things, that's all I ask. Very well. I shall leave Philcox in your capable hands. He's cute. Alright. We get his outfit. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? But let's get out of here first. Right. Time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone. Whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They're to the northeast, I think. Though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lay of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Our first target is northeast of here. I'll be right behind you. Wilcox is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with custom controls. You can leave Wilcox behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option pathways. If you wish to have Wilcox join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Okay, so we'll follow guys. Such glee. They mentioned a clown. I'd wager they've just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist, and you've only got to look at the folk like these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience, following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we've no time to lose. Onward. Where's she gotten to? This must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out what ails him? You there? What's gotten you so worked up? Forgive me. There was this poor little girl who had been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her, but then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you. Thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. He certainly was appreciative. Yet here I am empty-handed. Look at the food. We have a lost child to find. Alright. Detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational nose once again. To you. Okay. Papa Gruff found her. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for her mama. Might I enlist your help? Mama. This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, would you say? Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? Use your senses to search for someone feeling anxious. You're saying that the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany me. Right then. Found it. I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle this next part on my own. Wait here. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. Oh, okay. Yay. 12 be praised, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. Do you believe me now, Papa Gruff? Sweet, sweet appreciation, and all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Fox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I'd better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. I hate God so much. The adventurer returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Philcock's company wasn't too taxing. What of our fiend and his endeavours? You have my thanks, truly. Speak of the devils, here they come. Dear oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I'd anticipated. And all I had to show for my travails is a single cookie. To think the first gift I'd receive would prove to be the last. Curses. I didn't receive so much as a crumb. Suppose this means you win. Very well. I am yours to command, Pufflepuff. You admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. Oh. Right, we found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. So cute. So scrumptious. It's so dumb. I'm glad you like it. Farewell. That makes it one apiece. A draw then. Still, Philcox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. I think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my... praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Britannia are still in need of my help, and where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be freed, given to me. He's like, you little shit. Adventurer, I'd better get going, but before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you or the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then. Are you gonna tell us that that outfit had no added magic? The promise I sensed in Philcox when he and I first met was illusory after all. I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints' Wake. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward. I present to you a set of finery as worn by Bredonia's most emotionally perceptive airman. Heck yeah. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry, there never was an enchantment. I knew it. That little charade was my way of giving Philcox the confidence he so sorely lacked. Although, I dare say, such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. You drop by. I assure you it will be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of All Saints' Wake for mortals and void-sent life might not be such a distant prospect. Though I do hope these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for the most occult of occasions. I love this. Oh my god, we got his outfit. Oh, fuck yeah. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Heck yeah. Escorted to the costume party. Oh, now I gotta go look. Unusual usher? If you wish to visit my master's residence, it'd be my pleasure to escort you. Yes, I want to see. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, okay. This is adorable. So cute. I wonder if there's a whole party here on Halloween. Oh, we missed it by a day, though. Oh, little pumpkin patch. Oh, so cute. Alright, let's go back and continue. Here, I'm gonna go stuff to put away. I see that. Hello? Was that the screaming I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. Shh. What? You hear that commotion just now? What the seven hells are they doing in there? Wrestling in a heist? You look like the adventurous type. Mind taking a quick look? What do you mean, screams? Tataris, not the entrance. Oh, fuck. What? The Empire? How did the Empire find where we were? Oh my god. What? Oh. What the fuck? Okay. I like know some of these ones. I remember seeing them, but so far I don't think it's any main people. Oh shit. Hello? What happened? Oh my god, there's even more. Okay, there's another Empire. Imperial. What the fuck? Wait, is she still alive? Hey. No. This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Oh, you gonna show me what happened?
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Okay, that was her talking to me.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Baby.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Oh.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
I can't wait to kick
I
ass
said
with
enough!
her.
We leave. Bring the prisoners.
That was horrifying. Walking one, Minfilia. Ask this one, too. In case walking one returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one, Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save.
I finally come back to playing it. It breaks my heart instantly.
Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses are dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses. I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the selfsame service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marx, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marx. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marx is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marx, I want you to look after Ren. Do you understand? Yes, father. Hello. It was intense. Excuse me, Ren. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of the man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with this device, it will come to me? However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Right. Oh, I've got it. A ballpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Pulse. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Oh, I feel like I just got ripped off. Have you brought the tools I requested? Yes. Something occurs to me. Please wait here a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motion countless times before. Pardon me, friend. This was a mistake. Please give the horloge to Sister Elined. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. Okay. Alright. Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mark said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marks manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Roofs, why did I say like that? Roofs. What level is my weapon? Oh, I don't need this. I can save that. Awesome. I recognize you now, Ren. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. I have to see her. But we'll die. I know. It's great. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away. No, sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. But thankful you didn't have to go inside to see the carnage yourself. Just the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, have I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road, here's the carriage, come to all the bodies to the lich yard out by the gates gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I would mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. Yeah, I totally wouldn't have wanted to go inside to see the carnage. Not that I did at all and notified people. Oh, bitch, I'm strong. I'm taking 4 at a time. This hurts my soul. Run back. Oh, baby. Wait, shouldn't we be taking her back to the Sylphs? What happened to the big fella? I'll forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. What the fuck? These are someone's loved ones. Ain't you strong one. 4-on-1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Yet now I don't want you to. You're gonna throw them? It's fucking horrible. Okay, you didn't know him, but that's still fucked. Baby. Wasn't her name Eorzea? Now I'm scared how you guys handled the other ones. Come on. Let's finish this before I die of old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. I reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell him that our work here is done. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. First carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had hands in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thol's realm. Oh. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solus. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. I got you. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solus. How can these ones assist Walking One? I'm sorry. Eorzea! But this one does not understand. Eorzea, this one has heard much wailing. This one... Oh. Wrong game. It's fine. Eorzea, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what caused such distress. I look the same, Tara. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solus? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Eorzea, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight.
Oh, I feel so bad.
We thank you for your service to the church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Ren. Hey, I'm not imagining it, Ren. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you come look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Yeah, I got you, Ren. I want you to feel safe. Who's over here? What is this marker? Don't go around. Maybe not. Ha! I don't have to go around. Oh! Real here. It's unsettling, especially with what just happened. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it, he was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Illwood must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heaven's forfeit. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? He wasn't imperial. This is Garlean steel. Which means the man who was watching Marks was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Yeah, I got you. Oh, is it gonna be a cutscene? Hello?
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
What?
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Well, now I've heard his voice.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
You good?
Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
What is happening? Where's he going?
Cid, was it? Here, these belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Oh,
Yet,
that's not good.
therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity, so let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Oh.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Me. So down by Alright. So we know who he is now. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Red. Would you wish to find this airship? Yes? You would... Beg your pardon, Ren. You wish to find this airship, yes? I know not much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Uldar. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Kurthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Fogward Float, the closest settlement to Kurthus. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Ren. Alright, so we're gonna go to Fogward Float. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Kurthus. What became of it after, that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak to Vortifar at Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tale that the machinery is fiendishly complex. I got that handled. Don't you worry. You have come in search of Vortifar. Well, then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Kurthus. What exactly is this about? The final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. Held the Spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kurthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. High houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now, they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services for the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Okay. Oh, we immediately hit snow. I see you hunting, Mark. Crystal, at least here. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandar? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Alright. Alone have mercy. He's still here. You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. When the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? Should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use of you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandar, as is mine. Okay. Pretty simple. Let's see about grabbing what these are. Fort Fear. I've heard much of your doings, and I think you are the man for this task. To the west is Zamael Darkhold. It was meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Zamael, ever a friend to House Durandar. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of Voidsent appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Ophalie at the ingress if you are with us, and she will tell you what you need to know. Okay. Good? Good thing I came when I did, though. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I'm afraid the rumors were mistaken. This confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Are they well, friend? Welcome to Tamriel Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Tamriel began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the Void Scent struck, interrupting their work. Alas. Then, in the confusion, Galleons infiltrated the keep. All in all, it was a fine mess. The Galleons were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the Void Scent remain, and so the fortress goes uncompleted. A home for abominations. Oh, woe is us. Did the war with the dragons rage? We have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sicario. Correlate. Please see to these abominations, Sir Adventurer, sir. I have much prowess with the paperwork should you require aid of that sort. Alright. So that's somehow Darkhold. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmund. Good. I understand people coming out of nowhere just requesting shit. I get it. Especially when you're, like, actual, like, people are, like, closed off. Very good. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Saludivore be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamont above. Okay. Distractions. No, absolutely not. You any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between South-run nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Helone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Voldemort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guillaume, Your Honor, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durander's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Kurthis 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Kurthis. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. The next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. That was ominous. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Alright. You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet returned from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okay. Do that. Oh, he is surrounded. Oh, she. Hey. Person? It's been a while. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze too. Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. That gave you the confidence to leave. Right. Was slightly rude. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Reborn aggression. Yet you've already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from other high houses. Oh. Alright. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you've rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It is only fitting that you aid us one final time. Would you agree? That seems fair. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance that any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Haliantar. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halinar, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Halinar? Something like that, I don't know. Oh, that one's gonna get me attacked. Three. Any good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yep. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... But wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me, a draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. As Helenon was whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenon. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. It feels weird that it just happened to be the one that looked tampered with. Alright, but that is where we're going to end it for today. Thank you to everyone that came and hung out. I truly hope you had fun. And I will see you guys next time. We'll find out what's going on.